So yesterday, when all of us they complain about the new price of international passport, don't forget they have increased the price of this passport 2 times and 3 times in 2 years or so. Yeah. So Peter Obi joined us to quarrel that this thing, why are you increasing the price like this? How much is minimum wage? But an aide of the president responded to him. First and foremost, I'll show you Peter Obi's complaint. Let's go through his post on Twitter. He said, the obsession of this administration with putting a burden on the populace is becoming legendary and continues to reveal its apparent disconnect with the people and the suffering. The international passport fees in Nigeria have now skyrocketed to 100,000 for 32-page booklet and 200,000 for 64-page booklet. This is the third increase in just 2 years. In a country where the minimum wage is only 70,000 naira, the cost of a single passport now exceeds a worker's monthly salary. Probably the only country in the world to achieve this feat. Instead of making life easier, this government keeps shifting the burden onto ordinary Nigerians. It is alarming that the price of the international passport is higher than what workers earn in a month. Peter Obi. If you be cleaner for hospital, which is about the lowest rank in civil service, your full month salary cannot get you an international passport. But this is what an aide to the president said. Dada Olusegun said, does Mr. Obi think international passports are renewed on a monthly basis? What is going on? Now, I went to the comment section and I found out that some people are supporting Dada Olusegun. You need to understand how the world works. I'll give you an example. One of the strongest passports in Africa is the South African passport. It has access into more countries visa-free. It is more respected around the world. If you travel out of this country and you hold your green passport, where you they stand with your South African passport, they stand different. No? Different. We be like rats compared to South Africa here. Now, how much is the South African passport? The South African passport, 32-page, is valid for 10 years. It is 600 rands. Now, the Nigerian passport, 64-page, is valid for 10 years. It is 200,000 naira. So South African passport, 10 years, 32-page, 600 rands. Nigerian passport, 64-page, 200,000 naira. The only thing when Nigerian passport take pass on for there, now the page. Now let's come to the amount. 600 rands is equals to $33. $33 is equal to 51,000 naira. So with 51,000 naira, you will get 10 years valid passport, South African passport. But 51,000 naira will not even give you 5 years Nigerian passport on the same 32-page. Nigerian passport 5 years is 100,000 naira now. South African passport 10 years is 51,000 naira. Now, how much is the minimum wage in South Africa? Minimum wage in South Africa is $1.65 per hour. So I'm trying to run the math, right? $1.65 per hour. Let's say you work 8 hours a day. Say you go work by 9 o'clock, you close 5 o'clock. Now, they call 9 to 5. Let's say you work 8 hours a day. If you calculate this, you get $13 a day. Now, let's say you work 20 days a month, right? Because Saturday and Sunday go day. You'll get $264 a month. Now, times this by 1,550. You will get 409,000 naira a month. That is minimum wage in South Africa. 409,000. Yet their passport is 51,000 naira, which means without your passport, that's your salary, you can get 8 passports. 8. Yeah, divide 409,000 by 51,000 naira. You will get 8 complete passports. But your full month salary will not give you 1 passport in Nigeria. And it makes sense to some of you. It makes sense to some of you. Because Nigeria is quick to compare us to Britain. They are quick to compare us to countries in the Europe. And tell us that the citizens in Europe are paying more. But they forget. Say those citizens in Europe will make our 1 month salary in 3 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours. And you are telling me that fuel is more expensive in Europe than in Nigeria. Salaries is more expensive in Europe than in Nigeria. In what world does your salary, how does it make sense? Fuel is about 800 naira today. If they pay you 70,000 naira. Let's run the math. Let's run the math. If they pay you, let's even call minimum wage 80,000, which you not reach. If they pay you 80,000 naira, now divided by 850 for fuel, you will get 94 liters of fuel. That is your 4-month salary. 94 liters of fuel is what they pay you for a whole month. Go and check how much is minimum wage in America, then calculate how many gallons of fuel it can buy. These people they are shocking us to the truth. And when we complain, fellow citizens like us will fight us on behalf of the government. What is wrong with us? Una never tire for suffer. How can passport be 100,000 naira? How? And the funny part is that if you do the passport, if you go expire for you, no country go give you visa. If you are applying for visa today in Nigeria, now apart from you having money, you have to explain how you got the money. You have to explain things that will make you come back to Nigeria. And I go meet some people, they carry birth certificate, wedding certificate, their mama picture, everything. Show they say, oh, I get family here, I no go on, no. I go come back to see you. Then they pay me so amount every month to see you. How much I they spend to see how much I they give my brother, see how much I they give my sister. You have to explain all that rubbish because you want to go and visit one country in Europe for a week or two. We are highly disrespected around the world. And instead of the federal government to focus on that, now how to collect more money from the citizens than they plan. And it makes sense to some people. No, voila.